is the mini catapult that I made. I'm just going to demonstrate how it works. So the way it works is you push this back, and these things here get pulled together by these hooks here because they're attached by string, which you can see. And what happens is it causes a lot of tension. So you load the cannonball, and when you pull the string here, it pulls this thing out, which lets go of this, which makes it fly forward. And there's a cushion here so that this doesn't break, and that's how the catapult works. So I'll show the full speed at the end of the video. So this is what it looks like without any ammo. Pull the string, and it launches forward. What I have found that leads to the most momentum is putting it about here. When you put it here, it doesn't help a lot. It's usually best to put it here. Okay, now I am going to demonstrate it. So what you'll do, pull it back to, I will do here, then 3, 2, 1.
Hello, for Maker Faire, that would be a cool idea to make 3D printed sneakers. But I couldn't find a design, so I went with slippers instead. While making the slippers, I had to make the base, design the strap, and customize the top with eyes. In order to print the slippers, it had to be printed with supports on the inside. I put some tape on the inside to make it more softer and more comfortable. An unexpected bonus feature is that if you put one inside the other, it makes storage easier. And it only takes up the space of one shoe. Thanks and goodbye.
This is me and Reggie's Maker Faire video, and me and Reggie made a homemade dirt battery. What we used to make the homemade dirt battery was that we needed an old extension cord, which is 5 to 6 feet long, an ice cube tray with 16 slots, metal bolts, at least 16 of them, and then you need to have one metal nail. So me and Reggie were putting the dirt in all 16 slots of the ice cube. Then you need to get your metal screw, strip the wire of your extension cord, then twist the wire and cut it off, wrap it around one of your metal screws, stick it in the dirt, and then bend the end over the slot into the dirt. You should do this at least 15 times. And then when you get to the metal nail, all you need to do is stick it in there. Then you need to get a piece of an old extension cord, then strip that piece, twist it, bend it, and put it in the opposite side of your metal screw. Then you will get a cup with a spoon, and then you will pour a little bit of water into every single slot so that the electricity can be conducted. Then, if you want to prove that it works, you can get a battery and then connect two parts of so if you get an electricity reader, then you can get the two parts of it, the black and the red, stick one on the nail and then stick one on a metal screw, and then it'll read at least 1 volt of electricity. And me and Reggie are hoping to charge something with it. And that was our Maker Faire video. Thank you.
This is the Stair Helper 1/2, an invention that revolutionizes the stairs. When I was playing for Maker Faire, I wanted to make something useful. I realized it was very tedious to get things up the stairs like laundry, especially when you have to do it every day. So I invented the Stair Helper 1/2, a pulley that uses 1/2 mechanical advantage. As you see here, I can load the basket in under 20 seconds. This is for a large load. Smaller loads can just be thrown in the top very quickly. It requires little to no effort to load this basket. Yes, you lose time walking up the stairs, but you save your effort you wasted carrying the 20 pounds of laundry up. Here, you see me pulling up the load in 15 seconds. Because the pulley has a 1/2 mechanical advantage, I only use 10 pounds of force to get this 20-pound load up the stairs. You spend 35 seconds and 10 pounds of strength instead of 20 seconds, but 20 to 30 pounds of strength. Because I wanted to fully minimize your effort, it takes a lot of effort to lift the load over the railing as you see here. So I installed the shower drain on the bottom so it could swivel over the railing, as demonstrated here. So here are some of the materials that we used in the project. I think the most important ones right here were the shower drain and the 5-foot PVC. We need the 5-foot PVC because that's what the structure is. The shower drain is what allows it to swivel over the railing, which minimizes your effort, which was one of the main ideas of the project. Here, the 2-foot PVC and the pulleys, and the rope, of course, are the most important parts to me because first, the structure, but then also it wouldn't operate without the pulleys. Down here, the milk crate, of course, is very important because that's where the load's carried. And also the pulley you see up top is very important because that's how the whole thing operates. With that, this is the Stair Helper 1/2.
This is my new Maker Faire project, and this is me shooting on it. So basically, how it works is you shoot on it, and we have these here to make sure that it goes back in place once it is shot on. And we attached it to a wire here, and it's adjustable so you can move the angle back and forth. And we also attached it to a nail on this side. We knotted it so it wouldn't come off. It's made of fishing nets, has strings attached, and it's knotted by the rope. We cut off the extra and put them over there. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Cyrus, and for my Maker Faire project, I chose to do these arm extensions. The reason I chose them was because I was on this page after I searched up science fair ideas, and I saw these and they looked cool, so I decided to make them. It took me about 2 days to make, but the 2 days are spread out between like 2 weeks. I definitely think that the hardest part was tying the strings onto the popsicle sticks at the tips of the fingers. It's easy, like, and fun, and like cool, and I definitely think that you should try this yourself sometime.
Hello, my name is James Bear, and for Maker Faire, I made drift shoes. So how I built this is I went to the hardware store and I got 2 plant rollers, and then I got the Air Forces that I already had, and then we got some zip ties. So how I made this is when we got the plant rollers, they were round, so we had to cut them off a little bit. And then after that, we put the cut holes in the shoe, and then we put them down to the plant rollers. And then after that, we added LED strips to it to make it look cool. And then, so that's how I made it. And then the point of this is that you can put them on your feet and you can just drift around, look cool, and you can look like you're basically in a drift car on your feet. So that is what I made for Maker Faire.
Hello, my name is Mace Brown. This is my mini Maker Faire project. So this is a hydraulic arm made with no batteries just truly instructions. The materials were plastic, water, and oil. That's the materials that were mostly used. So my hydraulic arm took me about 3.5 days to complete, and the reason why I wanted one was because I like building stuff. Also, I wanted something fun to use, and I wanted a display piece in my room. And there's 2 different modes on the hydraulic arm, as you can see. So this is currently in gripper mode, or grabber mode, sorry. And so if you put something down, you can grab it. But then if you take these pieces off like this, and then slide it should slide off. This is grabber mode now. So now you would be able to like grab like suction cup. So anything on the ground or something you want to grab, you can put it down, place it, and you'll go down like that, and put it right back. So that was my Maker Faire project. Thank you.
This is my Maker Faire project. Fenced in on RGB. These are the parts. This is the inside. Keyboard, mouse, monitor. Can play pretty much any game, and it looks really cool.
Hey, I'm Beau. And I'm Boden. And this is the video game console storage unit. It can hold all sorts of things, such as consoles and video games, right? And you can even slide the video games in and out with such ease. It also can store your headphones so you never miss a sound cue. And it can store your controllers so you can play. So this thing is made out of wood. A crate that we got at Michael's. Or 2 crates that we got at Michael's. And black spray paint to give it, that little pizzazz. You can store it with any Xbox console, just has to be on its side. Any controllers, and depending if you want to stack your controllers, you can fit up to 3. We have 3 in right now, and you can hold 2 headphones. Yeah. So yeah, that's our project. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hello, Mr. Miller. I've came here to talk about my Maker Faire project. For my Maker Faire project, I made clothes. What I made was this sweatshirt right here, and I also made this t-shirt, which is pretty small, and it's meant for a baby. I created this t-shirt by layering different stickers and clip art onto the t-shirt. So I would go online and find copyright-free stuff on Google. The way I designed these was using an online design tool called Yoicle. You can go and design your own by going to yoicle.com and creating your own account and clicking on a template and selecting classic design and putting on whatever you like. The 3D render can be a bit buggy at sometimes, but you always can use a non-3D render if it's buggy. Also, using Google Chrome, I found, is an even better way to reduce the lag. I really enjoyed making this project because after making it, you just feel like you did a really good job. It took me roughly 6 hours to complete the sweatshirt and 2 hours to complete the t-shirt, but it was really fun because one of my close friends helped me create it. I really hope that you will try and create your own because it's a very fun experience. These clothes are made in Thailand and they can take an extremely long time to ship. So if you are looking for buying some, I suggest you buy them very far in advance. The online tools are very easy to use and they're very simple to learn but pretty hard to master. Thank you for listening to my Maker Faire project. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
What up? We got a baseball bat here. For our Maker Faire project, we decided to make a 31.5 drop 1 wooden baseball bat. We hand carved it with no lath. It started out as a log, It was about 4 inches by 4 inches, which was like about that much. And we sawed it, and we went to saw at kind of like a diagonal angle, so it was like thinner. And then we used a spoke shave, and we went like this and carved it out, so it got thin.
10 hours.
Yeah, it took us a while, and then we put some grip tape on it because the handle was really thin, and it's like the barrel's pretty thick, which is good, and it hits tanks.
Hello, Fortnite. I'm Jasper and this is my Maker Faire science project. I made this wooden toy called a Kendama, and what I did first is I got this wooden piece, and then something that looked like this wooden piece, and I put it on the lathe and made it a cylinder, and then I shaped all of these shapes with a chisel and made the ball, the base, and then the main cups. And then I used sandpaper to sand it down to make it smoother. Then I used this saw right here to cut off all 3 pieces. And then what I did is I got these cups and I drilled a hole into it so that the base could fit through it. And then I drilled a little hole in this so that it will go onto the spike. And then I painted a St. Albans logo. It was a very fun project. Thank you for listening.
Hello, this is Henry and Jack presenting our Maker Faire project. For our Maker Faire project, we decided to do something fun and something that we could use after we were finished with it. So we did Hydrodip Crocs because, like Henry said, it was fun. We'd also seen it on YouTube, and we get a pair of Crocs. These is my old pair of Crocs that we did. As you can see, it's a different color than it originally was. And yeah,
Hydrodipping Crocs is a relatively simple process, which involves a bucket of water, spray paint, glue, and of course a pair of Crocs.
Yeah, well, thank you. Bye.
Hi, today we'll be telling you how to set up and launch a trebuchet. I'm William. I'll be showing you how to attach the sling to the long arm. First, you get your washer and attach that onto the end of the bent nail. Then, you tie a knot around the screw. Make sure that the knot is tight so that it does not escape. Now, you bend the long arm over and let your partner set up the rest of the trebuchet.
Next, you attach the sling to the eye screw, which is connected to a piece of plywood, and feed it through the eye screw. After that, you take the nail and feed it through the knot, which is connected to the sling, which is connected to the eye screw, so that it's securely fastened but not too tight that it won't be able to come off. Now your partner can slowly let go of the long arm because it's fastened to the rest of the trebuchet.
Put the projectile into your projectile carrier so that it is able to launch. Make sure that there are no twists and turns that would make the launching of the trebuchet harder. Get away from the backside, and you and your partner can 3, 2, 1. That was pretty good. That is how you launch your trebuchet.
Hi, my name is Maverick, and for my Maker Faire project, I did lure making. Before you start, make sure you have gloves, because it will get really hot, and a mask to protect yourself from the fumes. First thing to make these is get some liquid plastic and heat it up to about 350 degrees. Once you do that, add whatever colorants and glitters you want to customize it the way you like it. After that, clamp whatever molds you're going to be using with these, and then use your injector to suck up the liquid and inject it into your molds, like this. Once you finish that, wait 3 to 5 hours to let them cure. After you let them cure, you use cool lures like these. Once they finish curing, an optional thing you can do to keep their freshness from going away is you can bag them and add a special oil called warm oil, which will help keep them nice and fresh. This is my Maker Faire video. Enjoy.
Leo, and this is my Necron Doom Scythe project. So, over here, this is it. So we have the top here. With the pilot in here. We've got some of the little cool, nice, detailed sails here. On the wings here, like the blades of the scythe, you can see there are little symbols here, which were very hard to paint. Same thing for this one too. The wings are identical. Over here are the engines. Pretty minor part of the painting process. I put a little bit of green in them to make them look cooler. As you can see around the edges here, there's a little bit of shiny stuff, and that is an outline to make it look better and spark out more. On the inside here, I also applied some of that, so you can see here. There's a little visor here, next to the guns, with the golden and green. It was kind of hard to paint, but it looks really cool in the end. The main part of the focus of the model, the portal, is down here. I think it looks really cool. I applied a very bright series of green. Same thing goes for the guns. The cables here too made them really stand out. And here's a full 360 of my project. I also thought the base was really cool. So, yes.
Hello, this is Dirty Dog Soap by Fitz. Here are the materials I used. I used a clear soap base, vanilla essential oil for the scent, soap dye, and olive oil. Here are the instructions. I took about 3/8 of the soap base and melted it in the microwave. After it melted, I added the vanilla extract and the soap dye, and I stirred. Once I finished stirring, I poured the base into the molds, and I let it dry for 2 hours. After the 2 hours is up, I take another 3/8 of the base, and I melt it. I would add the vanilla extract. This time, I would not add dye. And I would pour it on top of the blue soap, and I'd let it dry for another 2 hours. Once that's dry, I would pop it out of the molds, and it's done. Here's some of the pictures. This is me stirring, cutting. Yeah, there you go.
My name is Ciaran, and for my Maker Faire project, I made a mini basketball rebounder. For the process, our idea was to build it on kind of our medium-sized hoop. We have a bigger hoop out there, but we decided that might be a bit too big. During the process, our hoop actually kind of broke in half, so we had to evaluate, and we kind of used just the top half. That's why it's a bit smaller. To start off, we knew we needed to make a funnel for the net and the pools. So we used PVC pipes and zip ties to attach the net, and just like made it around the rim. So if the ball fell out, something would catch it. We used zip ties to attach the net and PVC pipes to the rim, and also use some tape. We knew we needed the ball to shoot out. So we had this hamper in our basement, and we kind of just attached it using Velcro straps to the rim and kind of like bundled it up and squished it up to make a mini chute. As you can see, if I just toss the ball into there, it shoots right back out, and you don't need to go scrambling over here or over there to get the ball. I could do many attempts, and it'll just come back to me. This was my Maker Faire, and I hope you like it.
Hi, I'm Tegh, and for my Maker Faire project, I made a video. It is Lego stop motion, and I use an app called Save Movie FX to edit it. Here is how it about a month and a half to make because editing took a really long time, and I really like how it turned out. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hayden and this is my Maker Faire project of 2024. So what I decided to do for my Maker Faire is a spring-loaded hockey stick that I like to call the slap shot. It uses these 4 springs attached to this long piece of wood with plumber's tape and screws fed through the first rung of the springs. And it is pulled back, and also they're held down on the other end with some baling wire fed through holes that comes around the other side, but I covered it with this tape so you don't get poked. So how it works is you pull this rope back, and you put this little piece of wood right here. You put it in right there while the springs are compressed. And the thing is, you still have a bit of space because the rope has stretched over time since the time you've measured this. And so I made a little wedge here, and you put that under this piece of wood, and so it gets fully compressed. And so what you do, this is all up in here, and you put it on the ground, you get a hook, and you yank this cord out, and so the piece of wood comes flying out of the rope, and the springs get released, shooting the puck. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, this is my mini Maker Faire project. I used plywood and also PVC pipe for the framing. Then I also took spray paint to make it look a lot better. And then for the back of the seat, we used like some saran wrap so that it would be more comfortable. Also, we made this trailer hitch here so that you can connect it to the power source, which we actually didn't build, but I already had. And the top speed of it is 9 miles an hour. So let's see how it works.
Hi, I'm James Gilroy. This is my Maker Faire project that I made for science. It is a snow cone cup holder that I taped into a cone shape, cut circles into to grab from, and taped the inside with magnets to level out the bottom because it would either pop up or down. The reason I made this was because the snow cone had an option for the holding the cups, but it wasn't the best way to grab them. So I made this so I can easily grab from it and then make it.
Tegh and Grayson, for our Maker Faire, we made a glove and a bat. Here's the glove. bat.
Hi, my name is Harrison Gilder, and for my Maker Faire project, I made a shoe throw. So I started out wanting to build a case of some sorts. Did not know what case, but I wanted to build something that could hold something for me. I started out wanting to build a trophy case, but then decided against it. Then I thought, I can never find my shoes on a daily basis when I need to go to school or play baseball or even just go on a walk. So I decided to build a shoe case. I got it from Sneaker Throne as a kit, and I built it together with my dad to help me. And it has LED lights in it so it can light up. Blue, white, red, green, purple, light blue, and yellow. It can also go flashing. I can make it flash faster or slower. I can make the color change. I can make it brighter. And that's pretty much it for the LEDs. So to build it, I needed to get a lot of screws to hold it in place for a while. These frames you can take out and put back on in when you need to. And they slide in very easily, so you can just fold it back up. And with the Sneaker Throne, it's very nice because it can hold up to 3 pairs of shoes, 6 shoes, or on each layer. And that's my Maker Faire. Thank you.
Okay, so this is our project for Mini Maker Faire. So what we did is we 3D printed a bunch of monuments to make a 3D printed monument city. And how we made it is we went on this website called Tinkercad, and we made 3D designs by taking tools from the menu and measuring them. And Isaac, you can explain how we printed them and how we got them.
Okay, so basically in the Tinkercad app, there's a bunch of shapes here. You can search for any of them. So we searched up Google on what the towers or monuments were, and then we looked at the shapes and matched them with these shapes over here, and we started building on top by top until we got to the top end, and then that's how we printed all of them.
And then to get them into the 3D printer, actually, we sent them to Mr. Miller, who could send them to a 3D printed file and then insert that into a 3D printer. And he did that for all 8 of these. This is the Namsan Tower from Seoul. This is the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This is the Jefferson Memorial. This is the Seoul World Cup Stadium.
This is the Big Ben. This is the Eiffel Tower. This is the Arc de Triomphe, and this is the London Eye.
So after we printed them out, we just looked at them all together, and this is our final project.
Hello, my name is Elliot Pong, and this is my Mini Maker Faire project. I call it the Mini Bowling Set. I made this on Tinkercad by using the shapes provided and modifying them. For example, the bottom part of this pin, I had a sphere and I elongated it. I talked to Mr. Miller about the dimensions, and we decided to make the pin 15 centimeters and the ball 10 centimeters. Here's what it looks like while it's being used.
Hello, this is my Maker Faire. It's a Lego table with 6 legs and a flat top. The flat top is because I put 256 tiles on it. The 6 legs, the reason there's 6 is because I have 2 in the middle that help hold it together and make sure it doesn't sag. And there's also an extra shelf there for storage space and putting stuff. There are 900 pieces used from the tiles and about 600 total for the legs. So lots of pieces and pretty hard to do.
This is our air hockey table for Maker Faire. It's also 3 feet long. Parker will demonstrate shooting the puck.
You may not cross your arm across this line. As you can see, the puck slides. We're gonna play a little game of air hockey. Going to launch. 3, 2, 1.
You might be a goner.
What I said.
Where is it?
That's gonna be perfect. Come on, kid. Go get it.
I'm Marjoon, this is Clark, and we made the Larry O'Brien Trophy, which is the trophy that people get for winning the NBA Finals.
We started by disassembling a big clock and a small clock, then sprayed them with gold spray paint, and then stuck them together with adhesive spray.
We took a circular trash can and spray painted that gold for the center of the trophy, and we used adhesive spray to stick that to the clock on the top. And then we used cardboard to cover up the top of the trash can. And we adhesive sprayed that to the trash can. And then we took a mini-sized basketball and we spray painted that gold. And then we used white paint to paint the seams to make the seams like stand out. And then we used adhesive spray to make that stick to the cardboard.
Then we used adhesive spray again to stick the net to the cardboard, and then we put the cardboard on top, and then this was here.
Thank you for watching. This is the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Peace.
Oh my goodness, it looks so good. Tell us about the steak right now. Where are we?
We've got the steak.
Wow, it looks beautiful. Look at the color. Drink some butter. Yum, yum, yum. You're a good cook.
I wouldn't say so.
Chef Michael.
I mean, like, I just make steaks and burgers. And, you know, I can make anything, but I don't know if that makes me good. I think that makes me amazing.
I agree.
Hello, I made 3D printed Beyblades for my Maker Faire. I made 3 broken ones that do not fit on the launcher. This one was the first one I made. I added an extra ring around it to make it bigger, but it actually contracted and is too small for the launcher. This one has the opposite, where I made this side too heavy and actually fell outwards. So same reason it doesn't fit on the launcher. And this one has the same problem as the small one. And then I made 5 ones that do work. The square Beyblade. made this one. This one that I sort of just played around with a lot of shapes. It's kind of cool. Then this is my favorite. And then I'm going to do a battle between these two. This one won because it burst this one. So yeah, this one won.
Hello, my name is Hugh. For my Maker Faire project, I decided to make a mini crossbow. I wanted to make a crossbow because I just wanted to make it that had simple steps. To make this crossbow, I had to use a rubber band, bamboo skewers, an empty pen tube, and a binder clip. Now to use this crossbow, you have to put another bamboo skewer inside this. Pull back the rubber band and put it inside the binder clip. Now if you let go of the binder clip, it would supposedly fly like an actual arrow. And yeah, that's my Maker Faire project.
Hi, I am Henrik, and this is my Maker Faire project. For my project, we got a RoboMaster EP core. It's a robot that is fully programmable and has lots of sensors that you can buy and attach. So I've made multiple codes for it, and so this is one of them. And it should pick up the box and put it into the crate over there. So this is my second program for the RoboMaster EP core. So it comes with an infrared sensor that I attach. So now it can sense how far away it is from things. So you can start it from any place. There, and let's just say I start it right here. So now the code says it will slow down from 0.5 meters a second to 0.2 meters a second at 150 centimeters. And then from 0.2 to 0.1 at 25 centimeters, and then stop at 10 centimeters. So if I start it, there, slow down. Now it's slowed down again. And then if we look over here with my ruler, it's exactly 10 centimeters away.
Hello, I'm John Scannell, and this is my mini Maker Faire project for 2024. I built a wooden car with no instructions or kit. I first started off with getting all my materials from Home Depot, and then I started building. To start off building, I had to build the bottom of the frame and connected the wheels. Then I went to build the sides of the frame and the steering wheel here. The steering wheel was probably the hardest part because you had to make sure that it was off the front axle and all the weight of the car was off the front axle. Inside my car, I have a cushion for comfort, and I have a brake here that if you pull this thing up, the wheels should stop or slow down. I've painted a license plate on the back with rear headlight bumpers things. And I have my initials on the top of the car here and on this side of the car. So I have front headlights, and on the side I have rear view mirrors. Now I'll show you how it works.
And that is my 2024 mini Maker Faire project.
This is my Maker Faire project, a football that I designed on Tinkercad. I took different of these shapes and modified them so it would be the shape of a football. And then I put the laces on. And yeah. And I sent a 3D print request to Mr. Miller.
This is my Maker Faire project, Splash's Pinball. This is a pinball machine, but Splash is themed. If you do not know, Splashes is my cat. So I wanted to create a project that was both fun and Splashes themed. It is a simple pinball machine requiring no electrical power at all. That means you don't have to plug it in or use battery power. This is the launcher. You use it to start the ball into the machine. These are the flippers. You press the buttons on the side to move the flippers to try to keep the ball in play. Let's see it in action.
Hi, my name is Henry Shipley, and this is my 2024 Science Maker Faire project. I built a circular hovercraft that is powered by a leaf blower, and my materials that I used to build it were pipe insulation, a tarp, two pieces cut in half of 1/2 inch plywood, and duct tape and staples. What we did is we first used the plywood and cut 2 circles, and then we cut a hole for the leaf blower right here. And then after that, what we did is we added this tarp onto the plywood. And then we added the second piece of plywood on top, added the pipe insulation, cut the holes in the hovercraft in the tarp, added the circular piece you see here, and yeah, that's how we built it. My demonstration on how it works is we put this piece in, it's a hole, turn it on. This was my 2024 Maker Faire project. I'm Henry, and goodbye.
This is my Freedom Tower. How I started building the Freedom Tower is with about a 3-inch thick piece of styrofoam. I, with a pencil, took out measurements of how big the reflection pools would be in Freedom Tower. With that, I folded up a piece of cardboard so it would come out in a square shape, and then I filled it with, and then I wrapped it up with a piece of blue wrapping paper. It's transparent to make it look like a real skyscraper would in real life. And then for the antenna up here, I rolled up tinfoil, painted the bottom gray to make it look just like the Freedom Tower in real life. For the reflection pools, I had a flathead screwdriver because it's kind of like a chisel and it's really hard to do flat edges and 90-degree angles with a knife. And then once I was done, had everything out, I squirted in a bunch of black paint and just painted it back and over again to make it look black. And for the trees, since they really just are that, I could just stick them into the styrofoam very easily. For the people, same thing. Thank you.
Hello, my name is David, and for my mini Maker Faire project, I made a 3D printed lure. I made it in a few steps. First, I designed it, then I printed it, then I drilled through it, put wire through, put the hooks on, then I painted it to finish it off. So here's the lure, finished one. And now I'm going to show you how it looks in the water and its movement. So, I'm going to go ahead and cast it. I'm using my pool so that you can see the movement better. So as you can see, if I keep my rod nice and high, the lure will just stay at the surface of the water. Perfect. Then, the closer you put your rod to the water, the deeper it will swim. You can see it'll go a little bit deeper, and it will have a little bit of a tail line. So that is this is my mini Maker Faire project, and I hope you enjoy.